Welcome to our Sports Show, the 2015 WWE TLC review. I decided not to put this up immediately following the show. I started watching the podcast with Sean and Stone Cold, which was pretty epic. I got through about half of it and decided to come home and go to bed. So I seen the part about when he talked about the Montreal Screwjob and the part where he talked about the Click. I decided to come home and go straight to bed. So here we are, TLC review. Pre-show match was announced, Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. I was just stoked. I thought this would be a great match. It starts with Teen Bad singing their version of 12 Days to Christmas. Wow, which was god-awful. That's something I could have won in a lifetime without singing. The match started. They gave it a little bit of time. I was impressed by that because typically pre-show matches are not, it wasn't the greatest match of all time. I gave it 2 3/4 stars. Sasha Banks getting victory by submission. Obviously, bigger, better things down the line for these two. I think compared to the typical Diva match, it was good. Compared to what these two have done in NXT back in May at the TakeOver show, they did a 4-star match. It's a little lackluster compared to that, but you know what? It's better than most of the Diva stuff here lately. So, first match on the card, which we kind of knew was going to be the ladder. At least I thought it was going to be the ladder match, separating TLC match and a true ladder match. A triangle ladder match, triple threat tag titles. We had Champions New Day versus Lucha Booty, Lucha Dragons versus the Usos. It was a booty match. Just spot fest, match of the night, I thought. I said that going in. This was probably just shots of match of the night and just watching what the Lucha Dragons are doing. Holy crap. Dives, Sin Cara doing dives. Off the top rope and the Usos on the outside holding the ladder. The Lucha's just taking big spot after big spot. Even the Usos it was just typical ladder match type of deal. One of the biggest spots was Kalisto on one side of the ladder, Jimmy or Jay, one of the Usos on the right side of the ladder. Kalisto flipped him over and did this whole flip thing down onto the freaking ladder laying there. And broke the ladder in two, and you thought they were both dead. I mean, holy crap, the hit this thing was. And they both got up from it, obviously. Another big spot was Uso doing a splash off the onto a ladder, the Big E on it. Woods. Toward the end, it kind of ruined it a little bit, I thought, but it wasn't as bad as you thought it would be. Xavier Woods was doing commentary, which he's freaking hilarious doing that. You had Kalisto after this big spot with one of the Usos climbing the ladder. Everybody else was just down and out. Xavier Woods comes up with his trombone, gets on the ringside, throws the trombone at Kalisto, hits him. He ends up falling off the ladder. Alright, he ends up being stunned by it, and Kofi pulls him off the ladder. And then Kofi and Big E climb up and grab the tag titles and celebrate with Xavier Woods. I thought it was a really good match. I mean, just all the spots and everything they did. They used the ladders properly. This, that, and the other. They had the spot fest by the Lucha Dragons. It was, an 18-minute match. It was just go, go, go the whole time. There was no little laws in it. I actually gave it 4 1/4. Some people thought it was better, some people thought it was less. I would have went 4.5 if it wasn't for the whole trombone incident. Just having Xavier Woods get involved kind of, to me, brought it down a little bit, but it was really a fantastic match. It will be one of the match of the year candidates, I think, at least for me. Next, we had, just kind of like I said, when we had this match, Ryback versus Rusev. Yeah, Rusev by submission, nothing spectacular. Chairs match for the U.S. title. Chairs match, what do you expect? It was champion Jack Swagger versus, champion Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger. Nothing really spectacular. I mean, it starts out with both of them standing in the ring, staring at each other, going out, getting a chair, coming back in, and just starts hitting each other with a chair. Oh, yeah, cheers, match for you. A few spots here and there. To me, the only real interesting spot was Del Rio's been doing this top rope double stop kind of thing to kind of his finisher lately, and that's how it ended. There's a bunch of chairs laying in the ring. He does the double stomp right on Swagger onto the chairs and in the 1, 2, 3. I know earlier in the match he kind of had I believe it was Del Rio was laying outside the ring. Swagger was laying, excuse me, I'm half asleep this morning. Swag was laying outside the ring, and Del Rio just started throwing chairs on him. I'm like, random. I gave it 2.5. It was nothing spectacular. Next, we had the tables match, 8-man elimination tables match. The Wyatt family versus the Dudleys, Rhino and Tommy Dreamer. Again, just kind of not really expecting much out of this. Obviously the first you got elimination pretty quick. We had the Dudleys 3D and Eric Rowan through a table. Okay, and it's kind of how this is going to be. And then Harper eliminated Rhino through a table. Alright. And then we just had basically the Wyatt just running through the freaking Dudleys. We had Wyatt himself eliminating D-Bomb them through a table. Luke Harper put Dreamer through a table. And then to end it, Braun Strowman put Bubba Ray through the table. You don't even let Bray Wyatt get the final, basically throwing the final guy through a table. Just like you made Braun Strowman look like a bigger guy than Bray Wyatt. So I don't know, maybe that's a few down the line. Where are we going with this? But it's like, okay, now what? And there's a lot of that in this, at least in this show, for me at least, is like, now what? Okay? You have a month, 5 weeks until Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble begins the road to WrestleMania, your biggest show of the year. And this will be the most attended WrestleMania ever. So you want to make this, being the biggest WrestleMania ever in attendance-wise, to be the biggest card-wise. So there's so many question marks. Randy's not going to be there, he's hurt. Daniel Bryan's not going to be there. Seth Rollins isn't going to be there. Sting's not going to be there. So now, you get yourself back in the corner based on what you had set up prior to Seth Rollins' injuries. The Rock's not going to be there, so you're not going to have Rock versus Triple H. So it's kind of like you're just grasping at straws right now, trying to put things in line, heel, face, who's got a title, who doesn't, for what you want to do, and what you should do. And I say that because of this next match, Intercontinental title on the line. We had champion Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. Just coming off their match at Survivor Series in the semifinals for the world title match. Dean Ambrose getting the victory over Kevin Owens. This starts with a promo from Kevin Owens, making fun of Ambrose about his popcorn and soda incident from Raw, saying, hey, I eat popcorn and soda every day, so that didn't bother me. And how you beat me at Survivor Series, that's not going to happen tonight, and just blah, blah, blah. How, typical Owens type promo. Short match. I thought it was only 2 minutes long. I thought it'd be longer than that. Why add the Ryback Rusev match to the main show when you could make this match longer? You can make other matches a little longer, a little tweaking with that. When all said and done, we have a new Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose. I give it 3 stars. That was a pretty good match. Just something that, more. It was less than what I expected of him. And that's the only problem with some of these matches. Like Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens, you expect a lot, and when it doesn't deliver to you, when I base my star rating, it's on what I expected. So, like the tag title match, I knew it was going to be good, and it delivered beyond what I expected. So that's why I went 4 1/4 on it. This one delivered, what I expected. A little less than expectation, but typically kind of what I expect for a WWE match like this. 3 stars. So, Dean Ambrose, your new Intercontinental Champion. So where do we go from here? Do we have a rematch at Rumble? Does this open Kevin Owens up for stuff at the Rumble, Mania, World Title picture? Or are they going to continue this feud? Where do they go? Next, we have Divas title line. We have Paige versus Charlotte. Champion Charlotte. This match, to me, under-delivered a lot. Charlotte was just doing every one of Rick's heel-type moves. She did the flop. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? She did the knees. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me right now? Minus the robe coming in, she was Ric Flair. It was bad. The only part that was kind of funny is Paige did the rampage right in front of Rick as Rick was outside. Goes to pin Charlotte, and Rick just reached over and put her foot on the rope. Duh, you didn't see that coming? And then you see Rick over unbuckling, turnbuckle, and the ref kept stopping him. So right after that little rampage mess, disaster, whatever you want to call it, back and forth, both the ladies were, you see Charlotte ended up in that corner, sitting down, reaching back, and taking the turnbuckle. You're like, oh my god, this is unpredictable right now. Here's what's going to happen. And it did. She's sitting there, Paige goes over to get her, she pulls Paige down into the turnbuckle. Paige falls back, 1, 2, 3 pin. No finisher at that point. Doesn't think we've seen the figure 8. Paige put Rick in the figure 4. But we never saw. It's like, come on, people. You got divas that can go out there and put a match on. You don't need to do this to Charlotte. She does not need to be Rick Jr. Let her be Charlotte. She's not Charlotte Flair. She's not Ric Flair. Drop the Ric Flair daughter gimmick. She's Charlotte. She's a diva. She can wrestle. And okay on the mic, but she can put on the match and let it go. Don't have Rick in her corner anymore. Charlotte retaining the title. I get 2 3/4 stars. Then our main event. TLC for the WWE World Heavyweight titles. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Wow. Wasn't really expecting what I got. Was expecting a train wreck. Got a train wreck. And so we got Champion Sheamus versus Roman Reigns. Not really a lot of unexpected things here. Starting off a little slow, I thought. WWE gave it 24 minutes, so I guess that's why it started off slow. We had Sheamus hitting the white noise off of the steps through a table, which is okay. I get that, DLC match. Roman went through like 4 tables to start the match. In the first 10 minutes of the match, Sheamus kept putting it through fucking tables. I'm like, god damn. They were, up down that aisle, whatever stuff. Excuse me. Roman Reigns did a, basically he jumped on the steps and jumped around the turnbuckle and did a Superman punch, but with a chair in his arm, and hit him with a chair instead of his fist. They had Sheamus and Reigns, both went through a ladder. They did a big old spot where they did the ladder across the ring and the announce table, and they went through that, and it broke. I think it was there. I was not really paying a lot of attention to some of this match, so they both went through the ladder and broke it. Sheamus is climbing up the ladder, and they both met at the top and did a Superman punch off the ladder through a table. League Nations comes out at this point and starts kind of attacking Roman Reigns. He ends up Superman punching Del Rio and Rusev. No Wade Barrett. That was quite interesting. No family either. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and the Usos. Neither one of them came out. Don't know if Roman told him backstage, hey, don't come out. I got this. With the League Nations come out, Roman ends up Superman punching in both of them. They came out, gets in the ring, and everything Roman Reigns went to do, it's like he got pushed back. Every step forward he took, he got momentum in the match. The League Nations comes out. And it's like, I didn't want him to win, but I kind of wanted something to happen, something that, where do we go from here? Now we end up having Sheamus climbing the ladder, pulling down the world title. You know, Sheamus still your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. We got no now what moment. You know, when Sheamus is up there helping, you know, Bray Wyatt would come out, or Kevin Owens would come out, or Dean Ambrose. Somebody to kind of, this is where we go. We gotta, what the hell? And then toward the end, you had Roman Reigns just frustrated that he can't get to that next level. You know, he always the bridesmaid, never the bride type of deal. It seems like here lately, since he won the Rumble last year. You know, we got in a year with Roman Reigns, you know, winning the Rumble and going to WrestleMania, and then at WrestleMania getting kind of, you know, screwed over, and him getting the number one contender spot, and then Rollins getting hurt, and then him winning the world title for 5 minutes and 15 seconds, and then Sheamus cashing in. And now here you get him kind of that, he gets to that level and just can't deliver at the end. So all that frustration built up. Boom, Roman Reigns takes the chair and starts attacking Sheamus. And then Triple H comes out with Stephanie and a bunch of referees. And then the onslaught begins. Roman attacks Triple H. Roman just super punches him. I wrote it down there. Super punch, trip, attacks him with a chair. Yeah. He's just attacking him with a chair and beating him. Puts him on the announce table and does an elbow drop from one announce table to the other, which the announce table doesn't break. And then he does it again to get it to break. I know he slammed him on the announce table and then break, and then did the elbow to get it to break. And then you know, I guess he mumbled something. I guess I'm getting fired now. Really, WWE, that don't happen in real life. And then he goes, you know, he starts walking toward the back, and then the referees are helping Trip up. He comes back and spears him, and it just goes off the air. Then helping Triple H out, and Roman standing there, and we're like, okay. So we knew there was going to be a Triple H Roman Reigns match based on the storyline they did with Daniel Bryan and Randy. And this is the exact same storyline where Daniel Bryan won the title, got cashed in on, kept getting screwed over, and then he had a match against Triple H. The winner, and whoever won that went on the main event at WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania 30. It's 2 years ago. And then he wins the world title at WrestleMania 30. Unfortunately, gets hurt. Comes back for 31. Wins the IC title. Gets hurt again, and then Daniel Bryan probably retired. So here we got, you know, fast forward 2 years. You got Triple H doing the same shit to Daniel Bryan that he did to Roman Reigns. He did to Daniel Bryan, then does this, which obviously sets up Roman Reigns and Triple H at Royal Rumble. That's how wrestling's been lately, and it looks like it's going to continue that. So we're on that streak, quite interesting. We have a lackluster NXT show coming up on Wednesday, 2 p.m. East, Central Standard Time. So definitely get a review of that up for later tonight or tomorrow. Ring of Honor Final Battle coming Friday. I'll get a review up for that. Or a preview up for both of those. Excuse me, get a preview up for both of those. Definitely have a review for the NXT show. I'll watch it. Watch it definitely because it's on early enough. I'll watch it on Wednesday. As for Final Battle, like I said for the last ROH show, I'll get the preview up. If I'm able to see it, I'll get a review up. If not, I'll throw the results up. So that will wrap up the 2015 TLC review. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and have a spiffy night. Robert Sports, your YouTube leader sports channels. Make sure you stay tuned for a Raw review and the NXT preview.
If you close your eyes, you're right, and if you 2, 3, 3 you to the other side.